Okay, so this is Katherine again, and because she has very chronic, long-standing pain, we're also doing cerebral acupuncture on her, and the C1 is represented on the cerebral microsystem right at the hairline, and then over to governor vessel 21, just directly above the ears, is where the cervical region ends, and then thoracic region starts at GB21 and goes to GV20, the vertex right here, 100 meeting points. Remember, we talked about how cervical and lumbar areas are fairly large because of the plexus is represented, whereas thoracic has very little nerve plexus, so it's represented in a smaller fashion on the head. So we're going to go ahead and begin palpating, and we know from just the past experience that usually she's pretty good at C1 and C2, and then as I go along, 3 and 4, 5, 6, I start running into some tension right there. How tender is that, Katherine?
Very tender.
Okay, so that C6 region, how's C7?
It's sore as well.
Sore. And then right above, we're right at governor vessel 20. One is extremely sore, and that's again going to represent that stellate region as well. So use that point on the ear. And then as we continue through the thoracic, this is all tender in here. There's a lot of tension and tightness all the way back, and sore as heck at governor vessel 20. So pretty sore, Katherine?
Oh, yes.
Okay. Now, as it so happens with the cerebral points, we do not swab them. We don't want to, it'd be impossible to get a good clean swabbing anyway, but if the patient is relatively clean, we don't have much to worry about here. So I'm going to go with that C7 first. Remember, we talked about going parallel between the bone and the fascia, and these can hurt, and I'd like Katherine to let me know when they do hurt. And I got to about 4 or 5 millimeters, and I cannot go any further on that one. That one just bogged up. Okay, so we're going to go ahead and put another one right behind that one. And it doesn't matter if you're going in the direction of the flow of the meridian. That's not the treatment we're doing. We're using this as a microsystem. So we're threading those needles in, and we could do it any direction, make it comfortable for you. Okay, I'm getting a really nice deep insertion on that one. How you doing, Katherine?
I'm doing well.
Doing well. She's a stoic. And that's right in that stellate region.
Oh, that's a little sore.
That's sore. And you'll find most of these people that you're doing cerebral on are pretty tough people. They're used to a lot of pain. Excellent, good. Now when it comes to the thoracic region, as we're entering that, if we can thread them fairly deeply, that's going to be very good. If we can't, like in this case, it just abruptly stops. So we're going to have to use a few more needles than we might otherwise. Now that one, we got a nice deep, probably about 7 or 8 millimeters. So we can use a little bit less needling there. Just go behind it. And we're coming up on that GV21. Good. I'm probably going to do one more needle, and that'll encase that GV21 as well, which would represent that thoracolumbar region. Okay, there we go. All right, and that was very well tolerated by Katherine today. She did excellent. And if you just pull away and just get a further away shot, and that looks great. All right, thank you, Katherine.
Thank you.